Hello, buddy. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today, we're talking about the whole topic of is gaming dead right now? I'm talking about this because of let's say, a lot of people on the internet don't deserve freedom of speech. Because usually, when the new COD game gets released and it's not good, those COD fans usually just start hating the genre of gaming as a whole, and just say random horrendous takes that I never respected in my life. But in general, the new and also like in terms of like the COD games, like the new technology or the advanced technology games like Advanced Warfare and Battlefield, not Battlefield, what am I supposed to say? Like in terms of COD 4, COD, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3 or 4, I don't remember, but like those type of games aren't very much respected or liked, and I understand that. But like in general, when you don't have anything to like, you start hating on some random stuff. But like, let's start with this. Let's start talking about the general year of gaming, comparing to different years, and seeing as which one is the best year of gaming. Let's start. Let's start with Game of the Years because this is a very good place to start because we have the best games of each year. Of course, not always the best games. Sometimes, of course, it's voted overall, but it's let's talk about it. So, Astrobot is the first game. I've heard a lot of people saying it's robbed, that it robbed San Wukong, but in my personal opinion, both games look nice. I watched the gameplay from Most Critical, and yeah, I've seen it. Of course, it's a Mario type game, which are usually very much rated, very well rated, and the as a company, of course, you're gonna get some so good rating from all of these other smaller review companies. But in general, it's a fun game. It's a cute game. It has very fun gameplay. It's a fun environment, very clean. The mechanics is fun. Yeah, everything else is pretty damn good. Sen Wukong had the crazy detailed animation and um, just in general just looked very nice. But I don't like really like choosing games based off the how it looks. I want to see how it plays in general. Both games could have deserved a Game of the Year, but it was depending on your opinion which one's better. Let's go to next year, which is Baldur's Gate 3. It's a for those wondering, this is a turn-based game. Environment was clean. The Of course the storyline was nice. The plot was good. You know what I'm talking about. The character interactions and personalities, But like in general, it was fun as hell. It looked fun. Of course, I don't really play this type of games, but the characters look cool. The world looks amazing. There's a lot of interactions you can make with NPCs and the environment everything like that, which is pretty damn good. And yeah, pretty nice. Elden Ring was probably my favorite game of all time. The combat was nice. The bosses were annoying, which is pretty cool. Pretty good. Pretty cool. It's not pretty cool, man. But like in general, the game was finesse. Of course, the combat is good. The bosses were amazing. The environment was amazing. I love the design of the game, the textures, the feeling of the game. Of course, what I've said before, I like the gameplay more than the how it looks. Let's go and move on to 21, which is It Takes Two. The studio that created It Takes Two has been very consistent in terms of the quality of games they created. It's of course I don't know if this year was the best in terms of gaming, but in general, It Takes Two deserved it. It was very fun. Of course, a multiplayer game, two-player games. I love the movement between different worlds and different uh, like 1v1 games and stuff like that. But like it was pretty damn good. The Last of Us Part Two. I understand it's hated because of the transgender thing, but I don't give a shit. If the story doesn't look the best, and I also don't give a shit about that too, because what really matters is the gameplay and it looks pretty damn fun. It looks pretty damn nice too. I know I don't care about the how it looks, but when it looks good, it looks good. You can't really do that about it. But like it was fun. I don't know if it deserved Game of the Year, but it is what it is. 2019, you have Death Stranding. You have the Walking Simulator. I don't really much to say about it. I don't really give a shit about it. Like, then let's go move on to 2018, which is God of War. Amazing first part. The second part was a bit boring. The combat is nice, but I like the original God of War more. This is my personal opinion. Next is Legend of Zelda. Of course, the Zelda games are highly rated and highly respected. I love the world of the Zelda, the interactions between the environment, the gathering resources, the mini games, everything like that. Everything was fun. And last And then the last two games are Uncharted, the most cinematic game of all time. When you watch the game, it just looks like a movie. And 2015 considered the best game of all time. One of the best games of all time. Witcher 3, Witch Hunt, Wild Hunt, my bad. But like in general, you can see that like the consistent games at the highest, like at the peak of the ratings and stuff like that, are typically pretty damn good. So we understand this. We understand that all of every year there's at least one era-defining or genre-defining game, and that's pretty nice. So last 3 years been pretty damn good. Let's move on to the games this year. That's what we're ready for. But like, this is has been a very good year for gaming. But I don't know if it's top 10. Let's figure out. But let's start with Spill Fiction. Of course, the creators of them, Hazelight. Man, I've been talking about this, but yeah, Hazelight Studios. They make very consistent games. I love those games that they make. It's a multiplayer two-player game, of course, and you go from different storylines, which is pretty fun. The gameplay is fun. The combat, the actual sword fighting and stuff like that is a little bit clanky, but it is what it is. It's not a point of the game. It's the platforming. That's the main point of the game. And also the interactions between both characters. The storyline is decent, of course. Yeah, it's just a pretty damn fun game to play. It's like It Takes Two, but with more lighting. You get what I mean? It looks nice. Doesn't have the 1v1 combat as before. It has the double help game help world interactions with that. But like in general, pretty damn fun. So I'm gonna say. Okay, Ghost of Your Toy. I have a like a very alarming thing to say about this because the internet. I keep saying this, but internet needs to shut up for a second because I've seen a lot of people on dumbass people on the internet just making inappropriate content about the main character and just like making it uncomfortable for some people here or there. But like, don't do that shit, man. What's the purpose of doing that? More making the character more sexy doesn't make it a better character. Let's just say that. The main character is amazing as it is, as he or she is. I don't know the gender, but like it's pretty nice. So it's the environment. Environment and combat is very similar to Ghost of Tsushima, and both games are very nice. The I've seen a lot of people get angered about the slice into the bamboo gameplay. I understand. Looks damn annoying, but everything else looks pretty nice. The storyline looks pretty damn good. The combat looks nice. I've seen a lot of like online videos of transitions between each combat, and that looks clean as hell. So I'm hoping the game is also good. I've watched some gameplay here and there, and it looks pretty nice so far. Let's go to next one, Donkey Kong. So Donkey Kong is of course expensive as hell because of course Nintendo games right now are getting expensive as hell. Get ready for it. It's gonna be $100 eventually. I think it's already $110, so maybe $200 eventually. But like the destruction is very satisfying. Everything about this game is just nice as it is, but it's just damn too expensive. That's a problem. If this wasn't as expensive as it is, it would have been rated higher, or it would have been in general. The opinion of this game would have been generally higher. The next game is Hollow Knight. I haven't watched much gameplay, but I've seen a lot of fan art and like designs on the internet about the main character. It looks so damn cute, man. The environment looks so cute in this game, and of course, it's a platforming game. Um, it looks pretty fun. That's all I say. I'm gonna be playing this game eventually. The bosses look nice. The combat looks nice. The it looks pretty damn difficult, so I might start raging. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. But okay, let's move on to Metal Gear Solid. I this also I didn't check on much. I'm just check it out. The feeling looks nice. The problem is I've seen a people on the internet and reviewers say like the computer version of this game is like low frame rate and difficult to run. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out and see if it works on my computer. But it looks pretty damn nice. This, of course, the Metal Gear Solid franchise has been very consistent, very fun to watch. It looks a little bit boring sometimes here and there. Like it looks very barren. The world itself looks like empty a little bit, but maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'll check it out though. Oh no, yeah, the Japanese Bloodborne, the Japanese not Japanese Bloodborne, but the Japanese Dark Souls games, man. The first Berserker. The art style is amazing. The combat looks so damn clean. But I don't know. It looks a bit clanky here and there. The combat looks a bit clanky. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. But like the feeling, like, when you see the game, it looks so damn nice, man. I like those type of games. Like, please comment down below. Like any other games that have a similar art style as First Berserker, because I want to see if I can check out some more of those. But it was very fun to watch. It's similar to to Liza P. What I'm talking about. They both have amazing environments. They both have amazing fights. Combat looks good. The bosses, of course, are nice. They both also have very hot main characters, that's for sure. But like, we got, I'm not gay, but it is what it is sometimes. Everything else looks pretty nice though. Let's move to the next one. This I have the same opinion about 2018 God of War. The first part of it was the best part, and then the second part just like fell off largely. Dark Souls, sorry, not Dark Souls. The Doom's games are pretty damn nice. They have a similar combat. Of course, the newest game has similar content to the original games. It has some changes like the sealed combat, for instance. The dragon fights was a little bit boring. Like when you get into like the open world part of the game, it gets kind of let's say it just gets repetitive a lot. My favorite part was of course the mech combat. That was oh my god, that was so nice. The fighting these big monsters as a mech is always good experiences. But yeah, the game was fun. The game was cool. The environment was, of course, the same as the other Doom's games. Um, but one thing I do respect is usually games like when you get to a certain point, a franchise, it goes downhill. But so far, it's been pretty damn good. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, we got Doom. We got Hades. Hades loves this game. It has the same art style as the Berserker. The first Hades was addictive as hell. The second Hades also is addictive. I'm going to play more of this and give my opinion of it later on. But it's been pretty nice. The environment is nice. The combat is nice. Everything's nice. And also the idea of collecting these upgrades each of the turns is always pretty fun to check out and pretty addictive to play. But yeah, this is probably the best game. It's probably the game of the year. It is also a turn-based game. It doesn't seem like a turn-based game. That's how good it is. The the bosses are cool. The environment is cool. But the most important thing, the most entertaining part of it is the music. When you have a good game OST, like that stays with you. Like when you're sleeping, you kind of just listen to it when you're sleeping or something like that. But like it's so damn the music. It's just so it just makes you. It's just so pleasing to hear and like makes you feel nice. I don't know, just makes you feel good. But yeah, it's clear game of the year this year. I don't know what other game's gonna take it, but and also you have. I didn't talk about this, but Battlefield 6 has been pretty nice. It's compared to Battlefield 2024, it's a big upgrade. And yeah, I've been just playing. I'll give my review afterwards. So okay, let's look at the best gaming year. So starting with 2018, this is probably my favorite gaming year. We have Red Dead Redemption 2, which is my favorite. Top three favorite games or top four favorite games. I love the environment of the game. I love the realism of the game. It's just so nice. It kind of gets a little bit boring like God of War 2018, but like it's probably like the peak of Rockstar uh, as a franchise, pretty much. Everything else is pretty damn good. God of War, amazing. Marvel Spider-Man, I didn't really understand it until I watched some videos on it, and the swinging is so damn clean, man. Just so satisfying to watch. You have Tetris Effect, and Fortnite, probably one of the bigger games, and Hitman 2. Well, on to the next one, we have 2011. This is when Dark Souls and Skyrim released. Okay, so Skyrim, Dark Souls, peak gaming as a whole. Witcher 2, amazing game, probably the best game of all time. Dark Batman Arkham City, I had the same opinion as that in comparison to Spider-Man, but I very much enjoyed it. Dark Space 2, Minecraft is probably the game that's going to stay with us for like forever. It's been like popular. It's been popular since 2011, and it's going to be popular until 2015, until the world destroys, or like maybe past that. I don't know. If AI takes us out early, then this is probably going to be the best game of all time. But okay, so 2013 is next up. You have GTA 5, Last of Us, Bioshock Infinite, Final Fantasy 11. I don't play that. I don't play that game with the inclusion of World of Warcraft and so like that. But it looks pretty addicting itself. Of course, Last of Us probably one of the top five best games of all time. Reborn, Far Cry 3. I've heard that that's the best game from Far Cry franchise. Bloodborne, Blood Dragon, my bad, not Bloodborne. Oh my, I got so interested in Bloodborne right now. But like, Assassin's Creed 5, pretty damn good. And move on to the next one, which is from 2004, which is considered the best gaming year. Halo 2, Half-Life 2, Metroid Prime 2, Metal Gear Solid 3. And I've heard a lot of the Half-Life, the franchise that created, or the company that created Half-Life 2, and they don't go beyond the second game, which is kind of annoying because the game as a whole is amazing. But I understand not releasing a game to the like if you release Half-Life 3, it's not the same quality as Half-Life 2. It's gonna be hated, it's gonna be disliked and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you want more of those type of games. It's just fun as hell. And you of course, World of Warcraft, which is probably one of the top three most popular games, Tetris and Minecraft included. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know why they don't release more Star Wars games. Usually, Star Wars games are very fun, including the Battlefront games. And now let's talk about 2004 as a whole. Doom 3, Half-Life 2, you have Unreal. Okay, I don't give it. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, uh, and then you have Metroid, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, more Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. You have Far Cry. You have Halo 2. Halo is a franchise of my favorite FPS games. World of Warcraft, all these games came out this year, and like you can't really compare any other years to this game. But in general, 2025 has been amazing. It hasn't fallen off. Gaming is not dead. There's probably much more games released that I didn't talk about that are amazing. So in general, gaming is not dead. Gaming is still fun. So much fun games to play. And compared to uh, 2004, it's nowhere near. Of course, that's like you can't really compare. But the rest of the gaming years has been pretty damn comparable. But yeah, these games, of course, the games that are released right now are going to be remembered for such a long time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing more of this. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. And make sure to subscribe, like, and share. And bye bye. See you soon.